making a move here right now to the upside over the course of today, and if you want to know where this move is coming from and why you should not be sidelined right now, you cannot miss out on this episode. Let's go. Hey guys, and welcome back. Just give me a second here. I want to make sure that YouTube is working because it gave me by accident 2 streams and 2 stream links. That's what I want to say. So I'm confused on which link it's actually Oh no, it's the other one. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Okay, I have to switch it up. Everybody that's on the current link, wait a second, there will be another one. You have to move 1 second. I'm gonna move you guys. Join this stream. This one here not working. Okay, so now I have to change this. So please bear with me for a second. This is horrible. I need to find a different software to do all of this because this is getting ridiculous. So just bear with me for 1 second to fix all of this. Yeah, there's no thumbnail, nothing. This is horrible. I have to fix all of that now. Visibility. Oh, it's down here. So this need to go to private, finish. Luckily it takes only a few clicks to fix this here, but again this is super annoying. I had a hunch that it will be the stream that I don't want to run when I saw that 2 of them were popping up here. So I need just another second and then I'm basically done. So what is here? So thumbnail. So okay. There we go. That looks much better. So now I'm gonna fix this here. And then we are off to the races. And I'm gonna give you guys the chat. Come on, take it. Okay, and this is saved. So now I give you guys ability to chat here. And then we're good. There we go. Now everything is as it's supposed to be. I'm gonna refresh here, go into my YouTube back office. Oh shit, visibility. That's the only thing I need to change now. This is not good. Public. There we go. Horrible experience sometimes here. Yeah, so there we go. Sorry guys, but now it's finally working. So if you go now to YouTube, I have to do one more thing. I forgot to do that. I need to change now also the link. So also need to change the link here. Right one is in. Join again, please. Okay, so now we are get going here. This is so annoying. Yes, thank you guys that you are coming over. really annoying. So let's directly dive into the charts here because I wasted here 4 minutes with fixing this for you. So one of the reasons why we're going up here is that Michael Saylor bought again more Bitcoin. We got a new orange circle here, orange dot plot on his strategy tracker. But he posted this only 8 minutes ago, so I think the address is also somewhere public, and when he actually bought, somebody tracked that, and then basically, or a lot of bots were tracking that, and then the market started to pump to the upside. Now, for the CME gap, nothing has really changed here for now, because right now we are pulling back a little bit. When we're going now into the daily chart, so here we see a nice pump here to the upside today. We could touch resistance of $111,500, but I'm expecting here that even if we get up there, that at around $112,350, we're gonna see a rejection based on this small resistance area up here, and I don't see right now the momentum that could get us above this and holding that level for a continuation move. Rather, tomorrow, after tomorrow is where I'm seeing this, but regardless of that, we should start to act now to be ready for the move tomorrow. Otherwise, you're gonna miss this move and you will be again sidelined, and that is exactly what we want to prevent. And everybody that joins here the stream, please smash up the like button so that more people see now that this is the real stream here and not the other link that I luckily exchanged now. Oh, I did not on Twitter change that link. I need to change that on Twitter too. This is, again, this is so annoying. Okay, give me here one more moment to fix this on Twitter too. That is big luck that I can edit everything here. Edit post. Broadcast. Oh wow, this is the different link. So this is the discard. So this one is the one that I need to edit. Edit post. There. Bam. There we go. Now we were over here. So here on this 4-hourly chart, a really good entry, in my opinion here, would be currently the 0.786 level on the Fibonacci retracement tool, because you see already price action is coming back down here. What I see playing out here over the next coming hours is that we're gonna touch it and bounce off it back to the upside again, and this could coincide with the CME market opening and not creating a CME gap. So if you want to set some limit orders, set them around the 0.786 level, and I think you will be really happy when you wake up tomorrow and see that we touched it and bounced off and back to the upside. And here to the higher levels, you can also see here the next major resistance on the 4-hourly chart would be the upward sloping trend line, which is in alignment with the $113,000 level approximately. Really roughly. Here we have another candle today above the 200 moving average, which is an indication for bullish continuation. And if I move this here a little bit to the side, then you can also see that this is a free wild soldiers candlestick pattern. And that leads to continuation. It's not a reversal pattern, but a continuation pattern. And what we want to see is continuation. So, and this continuation will also get us here again to $113,000, which is lining up here with the upward sloping trend line that we have over here. The main thing that you want to see today is that we are closing above the 0.382 level, which is the 0.786 level on the 4-hourly chart. They are more or less around the same number, 110,218, and here $110,252. And there you see that we have confluence across major time frames. Why that level is so important, and that is exactly for that reason, and also our entry for the next trade setup. So where would I trade this to? I'm going to show you this here right now with the MDX Algo scalp gradients. First of all, here on the scalp gradients, I told you guys, get ready that we are warming up here the candles again, that we will see here a pinkish red and then red candles to the upside. Here with the highest probability running into 0.5 on the Fibonacci extension levels here to $113,600. This also still remains as my short-term scalp target. So if you want to have a scalp trade, then here 0.382 level, just a little bit lower. It's more, yeah, it's kind of like here. So there, 3% to the upside, and then a not so tight stop loss. The stop loss can be a little bit wider. Can be like here under that candle. Yeah, so that's fine. So stop loss $109,300 approximately. Take profit $113,600. And as I said, as long as we're closing above roughly $110,000, we should reach that by in the next 48 hours. That's what it looks like, especially also the React indicator pointing to that fact that we are turning around here, squeezing a little bit, and that leads to expansion and price action to the upside. Here on the 30 minutes chart, I gave you here yesterday this trading setup, so you're not in any danger if you took that and you're around your entry level right now, because we're riding above the 50 moving average. I mentioned yesterday we got here a golden cross. I wasn't really happy with that, but that now the 50 is about to expand here to the upside is a really, really good sign for us. And that should carry us here into higher prices, all the way up into the target here of 114,000. What is this? $175 on that specific chart. If you want to take these trades with me together, guys, don't forget I'm trading on Weex, and here this is looking every day better and better. When we were here at $111,200, I was only down $8,000, but I'm getting closer, you know, every day a little bit more. I'm being patient here. I know that this is gonna flip positive. I just need to be a little bit more patient, like a day or two, you know, and then I should be printing here. So if you want to take these trades that I give absolutely for free here on my channel, don't forget there is a link in the description where you can sign up on Weex. Should not miss out on that, because you get $30,000 absolutely for free, plus and deposit bonuses, plus $400 already for free by just signing up there, binding your phone and your email address, and downloading the Weex app and logging in there. If you want $400 on top of that, deposit $500, hold them there for 3 days, and you get another $400. And if you do that, you get access to my private Telegram group, where I'm gonna handhold you from $500 into $10,000. That's the challenge that we are running right now. I also gave a trade earlier there again, so if you don't want to miss out on that, you know what to do. If you cannot reach me on Telegram because you don't have premium, send an email, info@amcrypto.us, or write me on Twitter. That's also always an option. Here on the 4-hourly chart, I showed you yesterday here that ascending triangle that we were forming. We broke out of that now, almost reached the target. The target is basically the 50 moving average here at $111,700. But the really important thing that caught my eye today is that more shorts are building here just above us, which makes it such a higher probability that we're gonna move up now to liquidate all of them, then coming back down here like to $108,000. And then go up. So everything is pointing to the fact that we are starting to move up here in direction of the 200 moving average at around $114,000. And if we are really lucky, bulls can push through that and liquidate everybody up here. Then we're gonna come into a cool down phase somewhere around $112,000, $113,000, and then we should get continuation. And at the same time, in that cool down phase, I expect all these over leveraged longs to close their position, because they are afraid that we completely turn around and make a U-turn. On the liquidation heat map, you see the same picture being drawn here with the liquidity above us, starting at $112,000 roughly, all the way up to $112,500. There's the thickest concentrated area of liquidity currently sitting. We have a little bit below us, like I just mentioned here, at $108,600, but I'm not seeing, again, I don't see us going down there, because there's in between current price and that level there is almost nothing, and we are so much closer to pump here to the upside and liquidate everything that we can see here, all the way up to $116,457. The Bitcoin dominance is going up here a little bit, not really surprising, because Bitcoin was going up today and some altcoins were actually suffering. Half of my list, more or less. So, but as long as we are still in that rising wedge pattern, everything is fine. I still expect here into the coming week that we are going to see here a breakdown that will resemble something like this here. So it could be that we reach here the top of the rising wedge and break then down, or that we are seeing from here that breakdown. And I think the proper breakdown will be a really nice juicy candle to the downside. Another chart that we need to pay attention to now is the USDT dominance chart, because if we would, for whatever reason, start moving back into this major support area here, this works basically exactly the other way around. You don't want this to go up. If this goes up, guess what Bitcoin is doing? Bitcoin is doing this. So you don't, and basically the whole market is doing that. So you don't want to see USDT dominance going up. Here we are, for now, in a downtrend. High, lower high, lower high, and potentially also here, lower high. And you want that this downtrend continues into next week. You don't want getting here crazy spikes to the upside, because on the USDT dominance, spikes to the upside, really bad. Total free market cap going sideways. Nothing really else to say here. I still, around $1 trillion right now. I still expect here continuation in the next coming days. And a move past $1.06 trillion. Ethereum slightly below the entry level, but that's why I said we should wait here a little bit before you enter this and get here a clean move into that blue box area. But we're not far away from that. So if Bitcoin turns around here in the next coming hours, we're going to get that move, which is just a 2% move basically that we need, and close a 4-hourly candle in that. And then you're going to get here the move into the top of the range. So right now we are fighting with the mid-range. Once the mid-range is reclaimed, move to the top of the range. That's where we're going to take profit on a short-term trade. And yeah, if you want to let that run further, that's totally up to you. But me personally, that's where I'm going to take my money off the table. Solana came here all the way down to my original entry. I still believe that we could see here one more time a move to like $182 roughly. That would be a lower high, a higher low compared to this low here. And then you get somewhat of a weird looking W pattern with the 0.5 level being the neckline, and the breakout target would be roughly $200. So also there, just set your limit orders. It looks like that we start to get ready here for a massive takeoff, especially when you go to the daily chart. And now I have to switch it up and have a look there. Yeah, so if I move here the stochastic RSI, so you see a stochastic is about to print a buy signal. Today, RSI is going sideways, and then MACD looks like it wants to bounce off the signal line for continuation. So, but we're gonna get a clearer picture when today's daily candle is closing, but it looks good. It looks good. Then one of the coins that I'm currently still watching is here Hyperliquid. We lost the range up here, went into a falling wedge pattern. Now stochastic is bottoming, as you can see here. RSI is still bearish, but starting to be oversold. And the MACD is looking bearish currently. So here I'm expecting a quick fake out, another one to the downside like the previous 4-hourly candle. Then we come back up, and then we break out to the upside. So here you can either wait and hope that it comes back to the original entry, which I don't expect to be happening, to be honest. Or you start laddering positions just below current price all the way down there, and then trade the bounce back to the upside here to $44 or even $45. These are the short-term targets. Then I actually wanted to have a look at this. What happened here? Okay. I actually want to go to show you this. Let me see here. YouTube. I wanted to look this up earlier, but I didn't. So let me actually pull this up over there. So let me put this up over there, and then I'm gonna move it over. And let me know in the chat, guys. Did some of you guys take the trades that I had given here and right now printing? Let me know. I'm really curious about that. So give me a second while I'm figuring that. Oh, here, there it is. There it is. So I have already found what I was looking for. So guys, look at this here. There, yeah. What did I tell you guys yesterday about Dash? I'm gonna remove myself here for a moment, just for the people that were not here. So have a quick look at this. So, and it is of course another privacy coin. So, and we broke here on the daily chart a well-established reaccumulation range that we are currently breaking out of. And we are not done. We are not done yet. And let me show you why. For that, I go to the weekly chart. And look at this here. Resistance. Here we did not even reach that level. Now we tested this weekly resistance again. And now I want to show you what's happening when we break above that resistance. So if we can manage to break above this, we could see a crazy run in Dash. And the next level would be here, $139, almost a 100% move to the upside. So, and I want to show you this here at the same time with the Fibonacci extensions. Here, even higher. So based on the Fibonacci extensions, it would be the 2.618 wait, where's the 1 point? Ah, okay, that's why I was like, here's something wrong. 1.618. Okay, so $112 would be the first target, but then $169, and in between the sweet spot is like the $140 mark. So I believe if we are breaking above $75 by tomorrow, most likely, to get a crazy weekly close here on that candle, and breaking above that, that the next weekly candle will pump straight to 112, maybe straight to $140. So I'm getting ready. So guys, I hope you were able to catch that trade, because look where we are right now. You know, we pumped all the way up to $96.84. That's where we pumped to only today, and we broke the $75 mark. So I warned you about this. Nobody can say I did not warn you. You know, I warned you about this. This will be a crazy move when we're breaking above this, with confirmation, which we got. Now, into today's daily weekly close, we could still see that pump here to $111, but I'm doubting this a little bit, because we had now for the last 2-3 days a crazy run up already, plus that the $100 mark is a really hard resistance, and that is the level that basically rejected us for now and pushed us back here below the $90 mark. But tomorrow that is definitely possible, that you're going to see here a swing and then a proper test of the $100 mark with a rejection, consolidation, break, touch the golden ratio here at $112 for Dash. So I would personally wait here a little bit to get the full extent of that pullback, which could be another 10% to the downside. 5 to 10% is what I'm expecting here before this is turning around, and then it will break $100. So, and if you do that, I want to give you here that trade setup for this. Need to go to a higher time frame. So long, I need the long tool. So let's say it goes down to like, let it be $84. $84, $100. So it's almost a 20% move to the upside. And my stop loss would be here at like $78.64. So this is for Dash the next setup. And you need to understand, Dash will be as volatile as Zcash in terms of going up. You know, I don't think that this is going to stop anytime soon. The same with Zcash, you know, because we were for a really long time under that resistance line here. We were basically for 3 years below that resistance line, and now we broke it. So we are not done. We are not done. So when you see a move like this and you're around a little bit, this is just a start. You know, we are not done at all with the continuation of this. So I see this here running by the end of the year at least into the 3.618 level. So that is what I would be personally targeting here, somewhere between $200 and $226. That is my target now, after I saw here this crazy break happening over the course of today. The next one is Zcash. Zcash is pulling back here. So we have now hit 2 times the stop loss. So now if you are still in it, if you were in it, I would wait. The safest way to trade this now is to wait for this downward sloping trend line to be broken. So because it looks like that right now to me that this seems to be a short-term bigger resistance that we cannot break, but once it's breaking, it's off to the races to $475. But we are already oversold on all indicators. I want to see the higher time frames. Yeah, 30 minutes oversold. 1 hourly soon oversold on the RSI. Everything else is already oversold. Yeah, so it's spilling into higher time frames right now. So this, just to give you an idea where this might gonna stop, if you want to try to catch it from there, is here basically that box here. We're halfway through that, so another 3% to the downside. And from there, I would try to catch it. And the other reason for that might be also here. Let me see. Yeah, so the golden ratio and the 0.5 level is kind of in alignment with that. So yeah, but rather the golden ratio is in alignment with that. So yeah, that might be the target here to the downside. So from there, I would long this if you want to long it from there. and not wait for the downward sloping trend line to be broken, because this is of course a moving target. The longer price stays below that, the closer it also comes to the golden ratio here by tomorrow. It will be more or less pretty close to the golden ratio, around the same current price here. But this looks like in the next 2.5 hours we are also already gonna get a turnaround. So with the next 4-hourly close, with the next 4-hourly candle, we could get here that step to the downside where it then turns already around and starts going again. So this, I will personally gonna take a trade from there. I still have trades running, so I need to wait until one of my other trades is in profit, closing in profit, which should be also happening soon, and then I'm gonna reallocate that money into that trade and set limit orders there. Then I have another one for you guys, similar to Dash, really similar to Dash. Just want to go back here to the stream to see. Okay, 25 minutes, not that bad, not that bad. So here on ICP, as somebody said in the chat, everything is barely moving. If you know where to look, then a lot of things are actually moving, like here ICP. ICP right now, I would be not entering this to chase here maybe 8% to the upside while we were breaking out here. Never chase the pump. Yeah, so I would not chase here the other 8%. Rather, what I would do is wait for a break of $4.17, because again, crucial level, was crucial support before that Friday disaster, or a retrace to 0.382. So one of these two things will be happening. So, but I would start laddering in from here. From $3.66 all the way down to $3.45 is where I would ladder my orders. And you cannot trade here with like 20x leverage on a trade like that. You would get liquidated on the way down here, because it's like a 6% move to the downside, where you ladder into a position. So you have to slowly build your leverage position. So you start with like 3x or something like that, and then you crank it up on the way back up. So, sorry, this is the wrong tool. So let's say we're gonna catch it from here, and I would target here these highs, here these prior highs, 27% to the upside. Here, this level would become my stop loss here. So we need to make it a little bit wider. Yeah, here, so an 8% stop loss. Like I said, you cannot trade there with 20x. You know, that doesn't make sense to use 20x on a trade like that. So, but you could go with like 5x. You know, on 5x with that trade, you would still make over $135 here on a setup like that. So this is what I see with ICP. ICP is also has privacy features, and that might be one of the reasons why it's also pumping with all the other privacy coins right now. But it is a little bit overextended. That's why I'm not really interested in entering this right now, because this is a no man's land currently. You know, you need either a move back to the downside here with a retrace that you can enter this, or a break of $4.17 and enter it from there. And that's it already for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you see it then again a little bit here when the camera is focusing tomorrow.